Peace, and blessings. Coming to you live from gorgeous Prince George's. It's the guy who's known for saying that his fragrance is bad. It's LL Cool Spray. And today we got, I know I say this a lot, but this might be the this might be the toughest crowd between this was saying hurry up, Amsterdam Red over here, and
Pleasurely Purple.
I was going to just call her Ginger. Um, I'm going to start by introducing the one with the beautiful red on to my left, Sadira. It's a weird story, I would say. So my recollection of knowing you is I don't really remember meeting you growing up, and it wasn't until your mom used to come by to the house, and I think you had came by, and that was my first time meeting you, and like I had seen you in passing or whatever, and we went to the same school, and um, I was at the bus stop and you had drove by and you was like, "Cuz, get in. What you waiting on?" Like, and I was like, "Damn, she don't even know me like that." And she looking out for me. And that's the story that I'm sticking with. I don't know if it really remember happened that way. Maybe I dreamed it all up, but I feel like that's what happened.
Okay, you want me to tell my version?
Okay, tell your version.
So you're right.
Okay.
So, Mischa and I have known each other mostly since childhood.
Okay.
You're absolutely right up to the point about the bus stop.
Okay.
My Delta 88 Oldsmobile, fine craftsmanship.
Yes.
Right? I saw you at the bus stop.
Okay.
And initially I just kind of felt something like a tug in my heart. And I was going to just, do the Lord's work that day anyway. And so when I saw you and recognized that it was you, Kareem, I had to stop. So, I mean, that's the version that I most vividly
Like
remember.
you feel bad for a special kid, like help his soul.
It's in my heart to do it.
Okay.
And I'm glad.
We could tell you y'all are relatives. You know what I'm saying?
Whole bunch. Very vivid imagination.
So I was what would you say, 98% right with my story?
Let's say 50.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay. We can say 50. The good part was you're absolutely right. Your dear sweet grandmother.
Yes.
That's how we crossed paths in early teen, early adulthood. And this thing.
Teen, 20, you were like 28, I was 18, something like that.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. On the right we have a fan favorite. This is the first time you get to see her without her glasses on.
I started to bring them in here.
Oh man. Oh man. You set a whole mood. You and Rita with those glasses. But we have my aunt Mischa right here. There's no beginning story. It's just I've known you since the beginning of time, I feel like. We didn't talk to Nigel enough. We didn't introduce Nigel enough. But you got anything you want to say?
I'm just glad for the new year. I'm saying happy I came out here. I appreciate y'all coming out. And I'm looking forward to a great podcast. We're starting off nice and easy.
Okay.
I felt like we should have snapped after that or something.
I'm telling you, wasn't it mellow? We can still do that.
I try to be the balance. He's the extreme. I'm just the light. Just be
the
calm.
calm and the
Yeah, I'm the calm.
Whoa, my goodness. Hold on. So I'm gonna tell you.
tell stories like I do.
I felt like that was a lie.
So it's a whole line. I'm gonna tell you the real intro to this is that when I was setting this up and my cousins were saying they wanted to get a couple of people. Oh, you know where I'm going with this?
I might.
Okay.
Keep going.
My cousins were wanting to add on a couple of people, and I said, well, if we have more people, we're gonna have it in Nigel's house. Someone here, I'm not gonna say who, Amsterdam Red, said, Nigel sounds like a demon. We're gonna have to sage his house and come in there with holy water.
I did. I said I only enter blessed spaces. I said we might have to go through there with some equipment.
some equipment.
Yeah.
Just
Across holy water, all of that. Yes.
Just saying, a pastor blessing the door. What you talking about?
infused with olive oil and lemon water.
Okay, all right. I see where we're going with this. I mean, was it that necessary? We did it at the house.
It needed some blessing. It really did.
But you did tell me that.
Yeah. That couch and that floor had seen some things. So
Yes.
we're gonna we're gonna just go ahead and dive in.
I should go get my glasses.
Yes.
Nah, keep going.
As we get started, this fragrance that I brought today, Montblanc. This is Explorer. And the story that I have behind this is its origin story, but about how Montblanc had created a fragrance called Individual. And it was a pretty popular fragrance that they had. And it was later mimicked, cloned by Creed. And they came out with Original Santal. As a shot back to Creed, Montblanc mimicked their popular fragrance, Aventus. And that's how you have this. It's their spin on it. So for the last couple of weeks, I had been studying for this certification exam that I had to take today. So I went in and I was getting ready to go take the exam, and I was like, I want to grab a fragrance. I'm feeling confident. I gotta wear something that matches it. Boom, grab this. So when I walk in, shout out to Tiffany, by the way. She looked shocked when I walked in. I guess the smell hit her, and she was like,
Lord.
You know what? It's either the fragrance or the confidence. I don't know. But she was like, you're here to take an exam? I was like, yeah. She was like, good luck. I don't need it. Walked in, boom, passed it. I'm going to get the spray and y'all tell me what you think. Because it's a wrap. That's my story behind this. We're not going to talk anymore about Tiffany. But anyway, we're going to... You tell me what you
Did you
think.
get her number? Did you done talked about her more than you talked about the fragrance?
Damn. Say it again.
What you think?
Did you get her number?
We're gonna move past that.
So when you smell this fragrance, it hasn't got to me yet. Like, I need to know, because we have a thing that we like to talk about, and who has a better
It's
sense of the
clean.
nose.
It's really clean. It's playful. It's
Uh-oh.
not like
Whoa.
What's playful mean?
You mean like handcuffs behind your back type of playful?
That's kinky.
Oh, okay. So playful, kinky. Okay, two different levels.
Two different levels.
Okay.
Oh,
When I
okay.
say playful, you know how you can smell a fragrance on a man and you can tell he's a serious, it's just a more serious scent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely something that you would just kind of, when it breezes past, it's kind of like, oh, that's a fresh scent. What's that?
Is it like more, I need to find out where it came from, or just like, that got grabbed my attention, but I'm good if I'm looking for it?
No, it's an attention grabber because it's for me, a person who likes the fresh scents. So it's not quite, like crisp linen, dull.
What else can you smell in there right now?
I smell like mint. It smells like amber.
I'm gonna tell you what the notes are in this. This is bergamot, pink pepper, clary sage. That might be what you smell in the sage. Haitian vetiver, leather, and ambroxan, and akigala wood.
Yeah, it's real woody and just essential oil, but on another level.
Would you date someone, go out on a date for like wings and drinks if they want something like that?
If you didn't bring it, if this was not your doing.
No, don't picture me with it. Picture them with
that's-
it. Picture them with it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely
Pass it to
I like
Nigel.
that. I like
Let me
that.
see if I...
I'm glad you
I like that.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I do. It's not trash. I like it. I like that.
I don't feel like this lasts long. Just off the spray, it's not strong laying there right now.
We're not going to talk about what you think lasts long.
No, I'm saying doesn't. I'm saying what I'm saying. If I had to wear this, I would have to spray a little more because I don't feel like this would last long periods of time. Like this is probably a one or two or three sprays before I get out the car. Boom, I'm in there for like an hour. Come back. If I'm going to go back in, I'm gonna hit myself again with it.
You feel like it doesn't stay.
Yeah, it doesn't stay.
That's my
At least off of this. Maybe that this will spray off of this, but I would have to see it on me how it lasts against me as well.
I didn't know people did that.
What? Go back in and spray, retouch. I'm sure.
Sometimes, yeah. Oh no doubt. If your fragrance don't last and you going somewhere,
Yeah, you put them in a little spray, the little aromatic spray bottles, and you carry that with you, so it's not carrying around with this big ass bottle because you can't order the little testers. You can refill those ones.
I got you.
Okay.
I do like it.
I can assure you that this does last. This is not.
I'm saying, I would say maybe it was just this that's I have to smell them, but I do like it. I'm not sure I would buy this off of my first buy, but I would get this and wear that. Nah, it's not my palette of smell. Something I smell on myself. It just doesn't grasp me, like my attention of like what I would like to wear.
No, I get it. This is a good fragrance, so it wouldn't be your thing. I get that.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, okay, okay.
So what is it about it that's turning you the other way? Like
It just doesn't. It doesn't grab. Like it doesn't have a. I'm a real big vanilla fan or a big amber wood fan. It's not light. It doesn't grab it out there. I'm
So
more
you're
of a
not a
sweet-
citrus person.
It can have a bite of it, but I like a sweeter smell, but not a loud sweet smell. It's
Okay.
not. But it's like it's just it's underwhelming for me.
Okay.
Like for my nose palette and what I like to wear. I see myself. smelling.
Look who done. Okay, all right
it's
now.
nose palette.
Well, excuse me. Oh, you know what?
You better get like him.
Let's get this trash out of here.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's been the known time when we're on the pod. Most of your fragrance you bring, I kind
of what?
of out. Everybody likes the ones I bring more than the ones you bring.
I don't know, because that last one he brought up that you had, I can't remember when we were here with Kia. It was like a bomb shaped one or something.
Spice bombs.
Which Spice Bomb?
Yeah.
The Rolf.
So he has the extreme one. I have I have the original. No,
You have the original Spice Bomb, and I have Spice Bomb Extreme, which has like vanilla and some other stuff in it. But the thing is that I noticed we were around a lot of people that, one, are Kareem haters. Number two, they like, no disrespect, they still wear Avon. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
So I really can't expect them to appreciate a fragrance as complicated as this.
complicated.
You know what I'm saying? as sophisticated as this. You know, it's. They went to Texas Longhorn for a steak. I'm happy for them. Like I'm happy for them.
Okay.
That's Texas Longhorn.
But you went to Maestro's and said, you know what, give me the tomahawk. That's the tomahawk of this table today.
Chop.
I got it.
Chop.
So what do you think? What do you take on this? Other than the white dot on the bottle,
So I've been it's been in the air since he sprayed it, right? And so I've been trying to listen to you all's perspectives, but I'm sitting here and I'm smelling it and I'm thinking like about myself being in the Baptist church when I was about 7 and with the deacons.
The old man
This smelled like back then.
with the mothball smell.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's not giving mothball. It's just giving 80-year-old man.
It's giving disrespect, but go ahead.
It's not. It's got a little pepper in it. Like
It's definitely got pepper in it, yes.
Like the pepper and pepper spray. I mean, it's not bad, but I wouldn't. I feel like you got to grow into that. It's not your age yet.
I mean, he's trying to get to that age though.
Ooh, I feel like the enemy is about to unleash. Go ahead.
No, honestly, I like the bottle. I feel like it's a pretty, especially for a man, it fits well in the hand.
It's pocket friendly.
Yeah.
friendly.
It was, but she's been very inappropriate since we started.
No, not in that way. But
Right.
I mean, it's something.
Tiffany upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, Tiffany.
Good.
Tiffany upstairs. Anyway, well, Tiffany, this was I don't think it's a bad choice. It all depends on when and where.
Okay.
I think this is one of those things where probably not for your certification to Tiffany was a woman.
Is this work appropriate?
I would say no.
I feel like it's work safe because I don't see who's attracted to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. But do you? So why do you buy your fragrances? Is it for attraction, or is it just because you enjoy the scent?
100% of the actually, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, it's because I enjoy it.
Okay.
The 1% will be if somebody buys me something or they say, I think this would smell really good on you, then I would end up with something like that. And more often than not, depending on how I feel about the person, my taste in it will probably sway. And I will be like, even if it's something I didn't like, I'll probably find myself finding things about it that I like. I wouldn't just completely hate it. I don't think I've come across a scent that someone has given me or someone said that they liked on me that I didn't like or enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and maybe this is one of those scents also. You know how some scents are good for summer or they're good for winter, and it just kind of smells a little better. I don't think it's a bad scent. It wouldn't be like off-putting. It's not like a Lagerfeld that's just strong.
Do you like those fragrances, those older fragrances?
I do not.
So no. What is the Calvin Klein one? Like no Calvin Klein, no Polo, no. Obviously, no Karl Lagerfeld, no none of that.
No, I think that if the first thing that hits my nose is more alcohol based, it's a little too strong for my liking.
Okay.
I like amber.
Okay.
I like the more essential oil type scents. So that's why this would be like a what is that? But it's not like it's just a clean scent.
Right.
And it's still in the room, like it.
Yeah, it lingers.
And it's not.
It's in it for now, but
But it's not. It's not overpowering.
Is this certification wearable?
I mean that story about the about the confidence don't need it. That's your scent.
Okay.
What did Tiffany say?
She was looking at her phone until I really sat beside her, and then all of a sudden the conversation just opened up. Like I remember, I said,
did she smell sugar daddy in the room when she said that? Like that's what it was. Like there we go.
She couldn't have smelled that. She might have smelled maple syrup or anything. But what I remember, I asked her because she did like a double take, and I said, "Do you know who I am? Do you know me?"
Student loans paid off.
And she said she said she didn't, and I was like, "I'm on the Can We Be Fragrant podcast," and she was like, "What's that?" And
it just went from there.
Yeah, the conversation just took off before I had to go take
Right.
mine.
And so that was her that was leaving out the back.
She asked you for your order.
The enemy is busy. Woo.
I see.
Okay,
Tiffany.
We gonna go to Nigel.
So my fragrance here. See, here we go. So I go back to how I started getting back deeper into fragrances, right? I have a couple colognes here and there, you know what I'm saying? I have my smells I like about me. Then once I moved around here, it got closer to this individual over here. We start talking about the podcast and everything. And I was like, I do like fragrances. You know what? Let me dabble. Let me start going into my bag. Let me start spreading my wings and find stuff that smells good that I think that the ladies might like on me. It's not like his store. Like he likes to buy stuff that smells on him, good on him for his smell. Me, I like to think about the other person smelling me because I need that reaction.
Okay.
I need the head turn. I need you to be like, remember this. I need you to look at that pillow. I just want to hug this pillow when I get up in the morning.
You walk around depressed a lot?
I don't walk around depressed. I walk around happy with my head held high.
Okay.
So I bought Parfum Del Marley. I may not say it
Althaïr?
Althaïr. See, you know what? I use it for enunciation.
Wait, how did I know that? I didn't even see the front of the box.
Yeah, that's just because you're just that smart.
I mean, I think this one right here, I haven't wore it out in public yet, but I feel like this is probably one of my newer favorite fragrances. I like the smell of it. One of my favorite notes is vanilla. It is a sweeter fragrance. It does hit on the amber. It does have a little bit of citrus in it, but it's not overpowering. But it's something that's it gives them the first spray. It lets you know it's in the room.
It does. You like the way chest hair smells?
Okay, so
Burnt chest hair.
okay, you know what? You know what? See, he got to have an elaborate story behind his. Mine's gonna speak for itself. Just about to
Love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just messing with you. I can't wait. Let's go.
And once again, I felt like I needed to snap.
It's just like
The Leo soul need to be popping in the background.
You
Don't
know,
worry about the time. Whatever. Don't worry about the time. All right, but that's unimportant. It's the effects of the smell that's gonna get you there. Spray away from y'all stuff though.
you don't even want to smell it sprayed in the same airspace.
No, I don't. I don't want to
As
get this in.
he's turning around.
Right, because this is a no-fly zone right
I
here.
see. It's everybody's.
I'm
pointing
gonna let
that
you
way.
go right here first.
Okay. Let's see that.
Cause I guarantee that don't give church vibes.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It give what kind of vibes? See that head mine right there?
Yeah, and
No,
see that connection
you
that
know.
she's giving me right now is saying a lot, but not
See,
saying.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Is it kind of smell like that? I can smell
Really?
some of the
It looks like the same juice.
the sweetness.
So that's what good. All right, so I'm getting very
I
top.
want to give it again.
This is a hater. You know what I'm saying? So it starts off with a sweet. It's a warmer spice. It's vanilla, a musk, a cinnamon, a powdery, citrusy, amber, and the very bottom is white floral.
Uh-oh. Eyes rolling back. You all right now?
So when you walked in the room, if this fragrance walked past you, then that one, which one's you gonna turn this way and look back that way?
So, this fragrance would definitely make me just kind of look up and kind of say, oh, okay, that's a clean scent. Where is that coming from? Exactly. Exactly.
This smells like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this smells like them damn peppermint Girl Scout cookies covered in chocolate Thin Mints. It smells like Thin Mints.
Thin mint.
I don't definitely. That means just.
Smell this again. That don't
means
smell like a Thin Mint.
Any mint.
That's
Yeah, I don't. This doesn't.
no.
remind me
Nothing
of
about
any
this has
food
mint.
at all.
Mm-mm.
This, the amber is there for sure.
Smells like a Girl
Yeah.
Scout cookie.
This is where you would look for a minute and say, "That's you." Yeah. This. Yep.
And that probably lasts all day too.
Not even sure about it lasting, but I tell you one thing: if it's sprayed, I don't think you need too much of that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's not
That's why
something
I'm
that
saying
you need.
it'll last.
You need a.
I don't think you need a whole lot. Like leaving the house smelling like chocolate covered mint cookies.
That's what it is. Chocolate.
That smells like a Thin Mint to me.
Okay.
I wish I
And
had
nothing
some.
mint with chocolate
We
in
could
here.
compare that right now. Some chocolate mint ice cream.
I do smell the mint, but not like in a food. It doesn't.
No,
make me,
it doesn't give them. It's
it
more.
doesn't
It's
give me
you smell the cedar, but you don't. There's no mint.
What are the notes again?
From top to bottom. Sweet. It's a sweet, warm spice, vanilla, musk,
like
cinnamon, powdery, citrus, and amber and white floral. Nothing mint in here. Now you're probably getting the amber and that cinnamon mixed together. It's probably giving you type of that blend, the sweetness of it, that like slight, but it's not giving you a mint. I don't like. There's nothing minty in this thing.
It smells like those Thin Mint cookies. It might be more the dark chocolate or whatever the chocolate covering is for it, but I smell like a Thin Mint when I smell your fragrance. But that's cool. I don't personally want to go around smelling like Girl Scouts, but that's cool. How'd you come upon this fragrance?
I bought this one at the same time I had got the Guilty Elixir.
Okay.
So and I really liked the more sweeter smells and the stronger smells like that. So I wanted something that was close to, but that was enough that I could tell the difference between it.
Okay.
It was a good distance between it.
All right.
So I wasn't like kind of lingering on that smell. So it was like it was costly, but I didn't.
I know,
I didn't. I wanted to try something new to expand it. It's one of the higher end ones I have. Not the highest one, but it's the higher end one. I feel like there's other low end fragrances that I have that can compete with that very well, but it's not. It's not an everyday one for me.
Where do you wear something like that to?
I would probably wear this. I would wear this on a date.
Oh, for real?
I would wear this on a date.
Is their date appropriate?
I don't know which. It wouldn't be the first, but I would wear it on a date.
Yeah, so I think first date or second date, you wear what you feel like you can carry the most.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so some fragrances you have to get kind of closer to smell. This fragrance, for the most part, short story, have at it. You know, if you want to
Okay.
wear it on a date, that's fine. I don't see someone in like a business setting wearing that. That would be a little bit too distracting
Yeah.
for me in a business setting.
Hold on, distracting why? Because it's powerful or
No, it just it doesn't feel like business. You know, it just
Okay.
it just takes you to a different mindset. You know,
Okay, I got you.
when you smell a fragrance like this, you want to know who has it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not focused on what you're trying to focus on.
Yeah, you want to know who's wearing that fragrance and does it match?
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
personality.
does it match that person's personality? Does
how
it
they
match?
look, they
Right.
like how what
The
they're
energy, what are they bringing? Yeah.
No, I feel you on that. Like you sitting in a meeting, I don't want to be like, who's selling cookies? Like I want to be able to just focus on
Really?
whatever is going on.
But you know what's interesting is I can still smell both of your fragrances. Like it's like they're in a battle.
You think so?
Yes, I can smell this.
I mean, one's losing, one's winning, but they're in the battle. One's holding on for dear life.
Date that's something you would wear. I mean, that a person could wear on a date.
I think so.
Okay.
But I also, like I said before, I don't pick my fragrances like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm like any, mini, money, mo, what I feel like today, I don't like be like, oh, this is gonna be too powerful. Somebody's gonna be like, what's that on you? Why you wear that to work? Or
Okay.
whatever. So
You put on fragrances, it's like I can spray on certain fragrances. Like man, when I put this on, I feel like fantastic in this fragrance. I feel like my energy level picks up. Like there's like one of my favorite fragrances, Alhermaine Amber. I love that fragrance to death. When
It's
I
a
put
good
it on,
fragrance.
I just feel confident. It just breeds confidence enough to me for that one. That's what it breeds for me. Or the Coach, my Coach Platinum. Like those are my two. Like no matter what, I know those agree with me, and it just speaks to me. And it just like I walk around, and no matter where I go, and it just matches perfectly for any environment. It's not overzealous. It's not too much energy. It just fits me and goes with. I have just like I said, brings confidence in me.
You know, you could be on Demon Time.
I can be on any time at that point.
Okay,
I'm saying that
okay.
fragrance.
wow.
Yeah. That's what
It
it is.
sounds like based on the reaction that he gets, like that is the one that he's looking at. Like when he walks in the room, he's scouting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a
Like he
scout.
looking
It's
for his
like,
Tiffany.
Yeah.
it's like, I'm here.
The Tiffany.
I've arrived. Y'all see me? Y'all smell me? And if you don't, he gonna put that one back on the shelf and then trust.
Or he might
That's not what you said.
he might double triple spray it and then lean up on you.
That's right, because he got
And
it in
leave
his
it on you.
pocket.
Yeah.
You're right.
In the
Kareem.
car.
Good.
Go
Yeah,
back to the
it is.
car.
And freshen up.
Good come around. I like that. Y'all brought it full circle. Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see.
Nice.
I see. We we
Yeah, so I think that so I'm kind of like Mischa in a way where my fragrances are not necessarily to capture the attention of like anybody. It's pretty much based on, you know, what tone am I trying to set for myself for that day. So I bought Chloe. It's a classic scent. You're right. It's an old classic scent.
The white, does it have the white top?
It does not, but it has the little clear top, you know. And I would consider myself one of those people that gravitate to those more traditional,
Vintage
staple.
ones,
Yeah, you know,
yes.
if it smells great.
Like
it's-
Chanel number 5?
Chanel's, no.
No.
No. I think the Chanel's are a little bit too, you know, it's that alcohol, that strong scent. I don't like anything strong. I'm getting into trying some of the stronger. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's like a kitten heel and, and yeah, it's given like a kitten
Little
heel and
sass.
a little pizzazz.
Little sass and class.
You know,
rather
show your
than-
calf a little bit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yep. So Chloe is something that I pretty much wear during the winter. It's only when if I were to go on a date, I might throw in something like this because it's kind of neutral. It's something that doesn't project a lot, but
Okay.
you would have to be a little closer to appreciate.
Oh, that's why you wear it.
And yeah, because that's not.
You know, you said
But
yes
like-
pretty quick. You said yes
You know,
pretty
it's
quick.
like-
He trying to throw you off.
He always did. It worked.
So you have fragrances that you specifically wear for seasons.
I do.
Okay. So
I do, because some just work better with my skin for certain seasons, especially like as you the warmer seasons. I tend to do more like the classic, like Donna Karan, like Be Delicious.
Okay.
I can do that. I'll do in this season. What's comparable to this for me would be the Burberry.
Oh, that's good.
You know. Yep. So
I got a couple of those.
yeah, and so this is not one of those since I'm sure everybody has smelled the Chloe before, but it's something that kind of allows me to kind of set the pace a little bit. It's not something that, you know.
What's your favorite note?
Oh God, my favorite note is like the amber is my favorite, and I'm realizing now that I like what is that? I like the sandalwood and the magnolia
Okay.
from the last you told me about the stuff. Julia's got a gun
Juliet's got
and the
Juliet's got.
magnolia scent. Um,
Oh, so you're a
really,
flower person.
yeah,
That's
I
a
didn't
lot
think
of-
Okay, because I smell a lot of
Yeah.
florals in there.
Yeah.
It's nice. I do. Didn't somebody bring Chloe on before?
They bust. Yes, they did.
It might be I don't know. There might be multiple versions of
it
it.
is.
There are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's multiple versions of
But
it.
it smells good. I like it.
Yeah.
I can see that for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so the description definitely kind of spoke to me as well. As
This does give me
just a curiosity.
it gives me a little maturity, but it
A little kitten heel.
it does. I
Yeah.
it does. It gives me the gives me a Cougar coming.
Whoa.
And see, that's great.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm saying she's sexy, but she's older. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, but that's the exact vibe I'm going for because I think for the most part, especially if you present in certain spaces, the first thing a man kind of tends to do is
Yeah.
size it up.
You
And
got
he's
to.
there. He's
Yeah.
on 10. I need to bring him down a little bit to a neutral
Hold on.
space.
Okay.
Where you
go
can
ahead.
then have, so it's not like when you wear like the fruity like Be Delicious, it's always you smell good. I've even had people smell my hair from being, close to different things like
So
that.
here's the question. So with you having locks and stuff, like the oils and stuff you put, do you have to tone your fragrances that you put on it so it doesn't distract from your hair? Like your hair fragrance, like, cause then you put probably peppermint oil or tea tree or like those things, whatever. So what do you put in your hair then?
Herbal essence, like the herbal Super 8 oil, and that's just a light the night before.
Okay.
So it doesn't compete with anything. I don't do all the tea tree oils and different things like that. So when I do layer, or not even layer, but when I do apply my fragrance, that's pretty much the
Okay.
only thing. I haven't gotten into like the layering or anything yet.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, balance. Because I know for me, well, we both have locks, so obviously, so the stuff I put in my hair, I have to make sure it's not something that's going to overpower the scent that I put on me. So it's like that balance. But since you don't use that, so that's a understand.
What about lotion? Like scented lotion? Do you wear stuff like that?
I do. I'll do like a L'Occitane sometimes, or I'll do like
Fancy?
I'll do that, and that will compete. So if I'm gonna have like if I'm out and or something basic as German, the Jergens, cherry
Cherry
almond.
almond.
That'll be that scent for. I'm not gonna put anything else on with that. But I'll do that, or I'll do the Aesop.
Okay.
I'll do some of those products, but for the most part,
Is this your default go-to scent?
winter. If I'm going to a function like a birthday party, it's a mixed crowd. I'm not trying to stand out too much. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a Burberry for sure.
And is this trying to get chose?
Obviously not.
That's not where I was going with, but no, but
Obviously,
no, I mean
no.
like is this you wear it? You're like, I know I'm smelling good. Like people gonna notice me type of fragrance.
No, I think I'm more of a background person
Okay.
to that degree. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I
Okay.
think I choose things where you would have to be curious to really, kind of engage that. So Cougar is okay with me because that way when you kind of cross that line or you got to come with something
Yeah.
other than
The easy
low
little
hang.
go.
Yeah, you gonna have to come with a little
bring
something.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the easy is.
Oh, you know
I mean,
easy.
everybody knows easy.
All's my life I done struggled.
Nah.
I don't know what the easy
You know what I'm
is.
saying? You
All
gotta
your life you've been easy.
you got the young lioness that she thinks she hot, but she ain't that really mature. But that Kruger, you got to come with
You got
the apex. She the apex of the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I feel like
No,
I'm
no,
just saying.
no.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So the description for that was
This is not felines and fragrances. No, I don't know about cougar hunting, but
you're not there yet. You're not. You got probably about a good 6 months. You got like I'm looking at you. I'm thinking, good 6 months. You're there.
That's set
You're
up.
there.
I don't think so. I don't hunt in those grounds. I don't.
Because it's going to require. So I think when you pick a fragrance, like the one thing that I read is what they say about it and if I can connect with that. So this one was sophisticated, sensual, feminine, freedom, flirtatious,
Boom, all of that shit.
spirited individuality.
All of that shit.
I am, yeah, all the way.
This should be called Sadira.
We can make that work.
Okay, all right.
We can make so yeah. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yes.
How many fragrances do you own?
So I would say I have about 12.
Okay.
And because of your show, I started getting into the testers. You know, not you know the samples,
The samples, yeah.
the samples as opposed to looking to purchase the whole big thing. And then I've expanded a lot too because I'm trying to pay attention to what the it girls do.
Oh, okay.
Right. Because I told you my goal.
You got to know what the competition is anyway.
Yeah, but initially,
And what's out there in general. Just I want to know like what are people wearing? Does it smell good? Are they doing something different that isn't being done now? What's the future of fragrances? Stuff like that. I'm trying to stay aware of that type of stuff.
yeah, I mean, the Be Delicious. The only way I got exposed to that was from a person who bought their boo that fragrance. So then they bought it for me,
Ooh,
and so
gee, that's
For some reason, that's why I laughed because I felt like you were going there with this story. I felt like you were going there.
so I figured if it was good enough, you know, it's like okay, it's a good scent though. I see why he wanted. Okay,
Because there were several of those. Because I had
hold on, several.
No. She's
I had to.
She's talking about something different.
Okay, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to
It's not
clarify.
like you thought she was asking how many guys bought fragrances. How many guys she messed with that bought fragrances for her and another woman.
I didn't know where. I had to
No.
clarifying questions.
Yeah, no.
She said be delicious. That's what she ended on.
But see, I knew. See, I knew what you meant, where you were going.
No,
But I also know how his mind works
Yes,
too.
my mind works in different ways
Yeah,
and funny
he said,
ways.
How many? What's the ratio? Yeah,
So,
but-
what's the fragrance? I'm gonna cut you off. What's the fragrance that probably caught you the most off guard that you didn't think you would like that you ended up liking?
The fragrances that caught me was definitely I have the Alharmain Oyuni that it's like a red bottle, looks like a kind of a genie bottle. That fragrance caught me off guard. I found it in a fragrance shop. And the lady said, you know, I want you to come try this, smell this. And I'm looking at the bottle, so I try a couple of the options, and they were just too strong for me.
Oh no, those Alhamis.
Yeah, they are too
Definitely.
strong. And this particular one, it hit all the senses.
So with the Alharmains, I've come to find like there's a lot of different palettes that they have, but I think every person can find an Alharmain that they really like and they will hate the others.
Yeah.
Like I hate it's a white. I think I gave you the blue one, and I hated that one. He finds it fucking fantastic.
You're
So I'm just-
tripping. That bottle
say-
is
Yeah,
stupid. Like if I
but it doesn't agree with me. But there's a sport. I have the red and black one, the sport one, the exclusive one. It's called exclusive. That one smells amazing. I like, and it's sitting on my shelf. Like that's my. If I wanted to transition from the Althaïr Amber, I would go to that one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have to tell y'all,
Yeah.
Deacon Rutherford Banks is still in the room. We have sprayed 3 different fragrances.
Well, this one is a skin scent, so it's not going to compete. And this one is
still permeating.
this is Troop Troop 2024 over here.
Okay.
The one that you gave me, and I'm shocked that he gave me this because I'm like, this fragrance is crazy. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm like, this explains why you eat SpaghettiOs like
No,
out of the can.
So
It's
I'll give you a backstory
crazy.
for like the reason why I bought the Guilty elixir, right? Because I was like, I wanted to get Kareem something that I knew he did not have and I thought he would like, right? And I was like, bet, let me figure this out. So I went through everything and I found that one. And I let him smell that one on the podcast. There's a podcast, if you go through and watch some of the videos, the 5 one where he talked about my house, we did it at my house. That's the one we did. And I was gonna give him that one. He was like, I don't like it. And everybody else liked it. He hated it. And I'm just
No,
like,
I didn't hate it. I said I thought it was it was okay. I thought it was just okay. The one you gave me is better than that, and I don't even think it cost as much as the one you were going to give me.
Right.
But the Gucci elixir, that's what it was.
Yeah, because the elixir.
The Gucci elixir has a it smells
sweeter.
like
It's sweeter.
It smells like Coach. It smells like Gucci. Like if you smelt that fragrance, you know exactly what this is. It might be amped up a little bit or whatever, but it still had the same the same smell to it, same formula. This other one though, it has like oud in it, some other stuff in it. Like this is a it's a pretty powerful fragrance too. Like if you wear this, like even if I just sprayed this in the air, it'd fill up this whole room, and you'd be like, "Whoa, what is this?"
It does.
And that's the Alhermaine.
This is one of those. Yes.
One of those.
Yes.
But one thing about those scents that I do enjoy is that it's almost like every time you hit it, it's kind of like something else.
Yeah.
That it's pulling from.
Yeah, it's giving you. They give everyone is distinctively different.
Yep.
Very.
Yep. And the longer you kind of let it sit for a little while, and she told me about putting Vaseline on something.
Yeah, it lasts longer. Yeah, it holds the note. It holds the smell longer. It doesn't dissipate and go through your skin.
On your pulse points.
Yeah, it doesn't dissipate. I'm saying like it evaporates. The evaporation rate, pretty much what they're talking about.
But
So the smell does go away.
It's delightful. It is. I appreciate it. Complex scent.
So you say you like ouds. So I brought one on called like it's King Oud. Have you smelled that one before?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've smelled it.
I know I did bring it on one. King Oud was on one.
Oh, it must be not me, memorable.
No,
But which one did you bring that on?
That was probably I think that was a.
King. Ooh, that doesn't even sound familiar.
I thought I brought it on.
I don't think you have brought that fragrance on.
I thought okay. Well, you're not gonna. It's hard to search for. I try to search for that thing. No, trust me, you can't. I try to.
And that's true.
I can only buy it in certain places. I cannot find that in a lot of places. So that'd be. You know what? I will bring it tomorrow.
I lost my point. I had something I wanted to bring up. It was about so I learned, this is kind of a side note, but I learned that fragrances have an expiration.
Really?
On the box, it supposedly tells you at the bottom, it'll tell you the expected life of your fragrance. And depending on the chemical makeup of your fragrance can affect how long it lasts and also how you store it. The best way apparently is to store it in a cool place and still inside the box so that it doesn't get light on it, because light damages your fragrances.
Really?
Yes. So like I think the average life of a fragrance is should be around three years, if not less than that. And one of the things that's worse is like when you have a whole lot of air in a bottle. So like once you get halfway and you're trying to save it, that's like the worst thing you can do because you're keeping all that air on the fragrance. Just I was going through this like reading and I'm like,
so what is
interesting.
The best thing they want you to use is transition it to something smaller. That's what they're trying to say.
You know what? That could be something that you could do. Like instead of keeping it probably in a big bottle, maybe you put it into an atomizer or something like that that's small where it doesn't have as much air on it or whatever that can get in the way.
It makes sense when they're talking about that as far as like the light, because the heat, it just burns it up. And saying you're losing something in there, it's burning it up. Whatever.
It changes the chemical composition of it, something like that. Because like also you can check the color. This is, as you can see, like a clear fragrance. If it ever turns brown, yellow, or something like that, then you know that like the ingredients in it are pretty bad.
Have you ever had a fragrance do that? And did you still use it? Because I think I would just kind of, shake the bottle up a little bit and still.
I don't even think you really should. I just heard this for the first time. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to that because there was a bottle either enclosed. I'm talking about me. I'm saying I've never noticed that, but now it's gonna make me think like, do I have anything that's lasted that long? Do I have any fragrance that I've had that bought over and over that I've had to like?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Do it, and the only way I knew was because the bottle was clear. And so even I've had some that the perfume was a color and you could tell the discoloration in it. Like it started out purple and now it's looking a little plum or something, like a darker version of it, and just threw it away.
I had Jean Paul Gaultier Lamel, and that fragrance was a staple for me growing up.
It is.
Running through clubs, go-go's, wherever in DC. And I had that bottle over 10 years. And I remember I sprayed it and I was like, this smells like just alcohol. Like there's no scent to it, no nothing. So I gave it to Chip, and he was like, bet, thanks. Go over Mischa house. Her husband, shout out to the booger. He said, sometimes you got to shake the bottle up. I said, you lying. Came home. I said, Chip, let me see that bottle. Hold that.
Back in business.
Back in business.
Back in business.
Back in business.
Oh, that is it.
Back in business. Nah, I couldn't take it back, but I don't like the smell enough anymore to go out and buy the bottle again. So it's an L for me. But you ain't getting no more of my bottles. But anyway, yeah. On to you. What fragrance did you bring for us?
This is a great segue because guess what this is?
Rotated. Give the people the rotation of the.
Oh, you want the?
Yeah, you need to do the whole presentation. Hey, you done did the bottle for it. They made it for you to do that.
It's a beautiful bottle.
It is nice.
But it's a perfect segue into the conversation because that's what this is. It's Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Okay.
I'm not about to sit here and pronounce all of this stuff on the bottle. I speak a little bit of French, not a whole bunch.
Okay.
Oui.
So the great thing about this, right? So we had a person previous on the podcast that said she only wears one fragrance. And I smelled this fragrance and I was like, I want to see what she thinks of this one because she's only bought one. And she was like, I like it, but it's all right. So we were like, this was my first attempt to find something other for her because she only has one smell. I mean, like this is.
Did you introduce her to this?
Yes.
And she likes it?
She likes it. She likes it. It's just, but it's not over. It's not taking over the primary one.
Okay.
So I was like, I that was my first one. I have two other in the gun ready to go, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. It was just my little 2 bit
It
on
was
it.
interesting because I've had this for over 10 years.
Okay.
This bottle? Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I probably have had maybe 3 since I've started wearing this. And I have started wearing it it's been about 20 some years now.
Wow.
Damn.
It's a staple.
Because you don't have to do too much with it.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't do a whole bunch, but
You might not do a whole bunch, but you got a good nose.
This is
my nose
interesting.
is very sensitive.
This is very light.
And I don't do overpowering and strong, like you said, alcohol-based stuff, like where you can smell that more than the actual notes in the fragrance.
Oh yeah, this is every day.
I like sweet,
Yeah,
yes.
Yep, this is every day. I would, if I'm going to the store, I would do this every
And
day.
there's
Even
so
up
many
to.
variations.
How did you come across this? Uh-oh.
No, oh hey, here it's just
An ex
Yeah.
Okay.
bought it
Okay.
for me the first time.
that's the funny thing. It's the same story the other one. There's something about something.
Things like that. Just know you kind of level us up a little bit because to get a fragrance that a man selects, what is it going to do? More men would kind of be,
But also, it's going to make you think of me.
Oh no, not ever.
Yeah, it depends on how. It can be positive or negative. It can make you think if it's negative. I hate
No.
this. That's.
I told you we was at the mall. No, not you and me, but I was at the mall and I bumped into an ex. And when I met dude, he had on the fragrance that I wore. And I was like, congratulations. You'll never.
But do you know she totally? I don't know about, but you can totally dissociate. Like you were a thing.
It can't happen.
Oh, it absolutely. Okay, Kareem.
You ever heard of the movie Unbreakable? That memory, it can't be broken. That bond, it can't be broken.
I don't think that's what the movie about, but okay.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about meeting your ex in the mall and
And her boyfriend has on the fragrance.
Yeah.
And then the whole
Okay.
movie. How does it end?
I thought it was about Mr. Glass and he was hurt and everything. I just thought it was all that, but okay.
no, the person that's hurt in the end is the ex.
Oh, okay. Because then she realizes what she passed up on and how advanced you were. See.
And thinking you took 2 steps forward when you are turned around in your wheelchair to face the other direction, you realize you really 10 steps backwards.
Wheelchair.
Yes.
You want her out of here because she not with you.
No. I wish
like
her never but the
Nah,
best.
not the way. That sounds like real
Never
bitter,
but the best.
bitter. Like,
But you were flattered by her buying this for her new man.
No, because I like heard other stories that went on, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. There was a lot of abuse and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Now it's turning the corner.
Yeah.
That's
So-
not good.
Okay.
That's not good. So
I just turned the joke to like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But no, I mean, he still has something for her. I see it in his eyes. Maybe,
No, he got a new love. Her name is
Tiffany, yeah. Tiffany.
that.
Moving right along. Anyway, listen. I can't even fall asleep, so I definitely can't fall in love. So anyway, back to your fragrance. Back to your fragrance.
Don't stop.
When do you wear something like this?
Anytime I want to.
Okay, so you don't have a specific fragrance that you wear to certain
all year
things.
round. I don't.
Okay, okay.
If I feel like I want to open this up, I pick it up. I spray
I
it.
feel like this was your I've met you twice before here, and I feel like your personality speaks to that. Like, this is not you just throwing some shit on because you choose it. You just a pure like, what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do, and you gonna get it. And I'm ready and right for anything that goes on. And
Pretty much it.
That's Mischa. Yep.
then-
That's Mischa.
Virgo
But
behavior.
So anyway, let's get. Look, I do like the bottle. I like the fragrance, but it's very, very like this is a skin scent. Like you don't even smell it unless you like up on somebody almost. I feel like with this fragrance. Maybe it's different on skin, but
It is.
the projection on the paper is
really
different.
is, because I've been followed in the store
Here we go.
before
Here we go.
behind that.
Okay.
Just people trying to figure out what it is.
Okay.
And not just like men, but women too.
And they don't make this anymore.
Absolutely.
Oh, they still do?
They do.
Okay.
I just bought it.
Okay.
Wear that.
They have
Yeah.
several variations.
Yeah.
I know the John Paul Gaultiers, they come up with different as they refer to them as flankers. But I didn't know if this one was still made because you said you had it for a while.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was the reason why it's in this case was because when I bought it that particular time, it was some type of anniversary of, I guess, the brand.
Okay.
So that's why it's in that container. It doesn't normally it comes in the silver container like the other ones.
Okay. Because they come in it's like a metal can, right? Okay, yeah.
I feel like this smell, like it is something up close and personal, because I can visualize it like being up on someone's neck, you know what I'm saying, and taking a deep kiss and taking a deep breath. And it's like it highlights like a deep breath and sensual smell. Like it makes me, I mean, what are thoughts? Like if you were in a passion situation, that smell is going to hit my endorphins. It's going to heighten that mode a little bit, because it's
It's a sweet smell.
It makes
It is.
it's like
Very feminine.
it brings that womanly scent out. You know what I'm saying? Make me want to just dig deeper into this scent.
Whoa.
He went way there. He's digging deep.
Whoa, you digging deep. You
Does this lady
Your
know this?
endorphins is getting around.
No, but it's a smell. I mean, I can correlate a smell. Like a woman's scent depends on who she is and everything, and it just depends on like the energy that she gives me. So it more her actions, her attitude, all the things, and then if she's a soft woman and it's more highlighting to that smell. If she's an aggressive woman, I'm expecting a more exotic smell or what she might personally put on. It just depends about the experience that you have with that person. I'm not expecting her I'm not expecting a woman that's real subtle to put on something as far as a woman fragrance. Like there's a 1 Million Royal for the female version of it.
Okay.
That one's a very sensual smell, and I like it a lot.
That's a loud
It's a very
fragrance.
loud,
Yeah.
but I expect it from a loud person. That has
Okay.
high energy and everything, versus someone that's more of what do the Daisy, the Daisy smell.
Oh, Mark J.
Daisy,
Yeah.
that type of person.
You like that?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that
I can see,
personality.
I can see that
that's-
being something you
Yeah,
would.
it's a more subtle. It's a subtle smell, but it fits their personality in the same. Versus not a overbearing person. It works for them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the John Paul is definitely, if I had to pick my top 5 ultimate, the blue bottle of John Paul is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Men's.
Oh God, yeah, that's my absolute.
That's a
favorite.
that's a
It's a
classic.
classic. It's anytime, anywhere you can wear it. Yeah, it makes it work.
And it makes a statement. I think I'm seeing that a lot of guys are getting more into, how some sense of just like super masculine. I would consider John Paul one of those. But what I'm seeing as a pattern, like through watching y'all, the podcast, is that y'all are exploring more avenues,
Yeah.
other than that super, that Stetson root.
That bark, it's like that
like
bite,
that.
like something that bites you. Like, oh,
Yeah,
who wants to smell like a bite?
Like that, like the Home Alone where he put up his hands and part of the yeah.
A little bit more than just those burly axe type strong sense.
Yeah.
So that's a step up, because if you're gonna put a lot into your presentation and you want to make a statement, it is a good conversation piece to say, that's an introduction. What do you have on?
Right.
It's pretty. Yeah, I would absolutely buy that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So for woman, this is what, unisex?
No, that's not unisex. It's man.
You think this is manly and not unisex?
It's masculine. It is, but I do know that there's a certain type of woman that does wear more masculine sense.
Okay.
And she could pull it off.
That smells unisex
yeah,
to me.
she. I don't.
It's not a unisex scent. It's not.
It's
not.
not?
It's not even promoted to unisex at all.
Okay. It to me,
No, I agree.
it smells. I think it's because it's got chocolate, mint, sugar.
He still smells.
Yeah,
It has that edible come eat
the
me
very top
type
note
of
is
smell
sweet.
to it.
So he's
So
basing it off the sweetness of the smell. I
And
give you this one.
I would think that a woman could,
No, women
wear
could
that.
wear it, but yeah.
but I'm not wearing.
Yeah.
it's
No,
not
no.
right
This,
of mine.
That
this,
is masculine.
this.
This is
It's giving him.
this giving. I got a cane and I'm walking down. I'm giving a sermon.
It's giving.
Sir, this smells like you live your life according to the word. Okay, that's what this smells like.
And we
This smells like demon time. Okay, that's what that is.
You don't live by the word. So what are you talking about?
I feel like it's saying the color purple. Like God's trying to tell me. I just hear that.
And this is in the
Uh-huh,
air.
it's in the air.
It's in the air.
That.
Okay.
You just
Suge
gonna-
Avery was spraying this
Yes.
in the
All
club
over
that
the
night.
place.
That's what I.
You on her side? Okay.
I'm on the side of the righteous.
Okay.
I'm on the side of the righteous.
This smells like confidence and certifications. But okay. It was so nice to talk to you. I figured you was gonna come and bring your A game. You done brought your A plus game.
If that's the case, all I'm saying is, as long as the it girls are at the table, I'm gonna be watching. Because I need to know across that spectrum what I need to do. Now, this one right here put me on to this one now. So now I gotta go about it, get the trial size version of that, because maybe I don't want to be a cougar always.
Well, you can get the grown up girl size. That way you'll have it
I'll
for
have
over
it.
10 years. Because you're not gonna. You
Don't
see
waste
how much
my
I've used it.
I got you, but it definitely is one of those scents that I would absolutely.
What about because like when I think of something you would, what about like white diamond?
That's the equivalent of this.
Boy, I almost let it go. Oh, I almost let it go.
You
Yeah,
want to invite you back?
Almost let him have it.
Show your ass.
I can't wait till somebody brings Curve back on. That's gonna be another.
Oh,
Another.
I feel. I can't believe she did that.
I like it though. It was okay.
No, Curve is not.
Curve is okay. Cause they got it for men. They got it for women. I think it's just.
I mean, but let's not act like we all ain't been at that age.
That's
Where
right.
it's a starter point.
It is a starting point.
Like you had to start somewhere. Okay, maybe that might have been that person's starting point. Like I'm not knocking them.
Yeah, but not even a
First of
starting
all,
point.
we're
We're just
talking
talking
about my
sex.
sister.
Jordan did not.
Second of all, she's a grown up, and she brought that on the show. For you,
I mean, but that's still her thing. That could have been like, you know what? Nothing's stopping this from me. She's an oldie but goodie.
I don't think she feels that. I think it was a tribute to her
The
sister.
tribute to me. I don't think it
A
was
tribute.
Yes,
because she put her on back in the day.
back
to
in the
these
days
fragrances,
when,
yeah.
So
when she was
sentimental.
younger.
Yeah,
So
the bottle
yes,
has
it wasn't
sentimental.
That's when
necessarily
it's
that she
appropriate.
wears it.
I get that.
Right.
Yes.
I get that. So
Oh,
curve
okay.
is one of those scents that's true. It's a true, that's
True
something that you
antique.
give your little niece.
It's antique. It's, it's memorable.
Yeah, but we started with like mall fragrances at the kiosk, and then we kind of moved
Oh,
to
mall. I thought you said mall.
Yeah, you know.
No. Okay.
Like
I got you.
mothballs.
yeah,
I got you.
you know, and then moved on to well, I know about
Bath
it.
and Body Works.
I did Avon
Victoria's
first.
Secret. Oh, Avon.
That's why I
Okay.
took that shot so hard.
Okay.
What was that one? Cool. What's that shit called? Cool water. I
Cool
remember.
water was it.
Cool water. Yeah.
Cool water was it.
Cool water still smells good.
Still,
I'm just saying. Some CK1 was my first
CK1
buy.
is a classic.
It was my very first buy.
I got summer. I still have my summer.
And that smells good. You let me smell that, Charles. That smells good.
It's
That much
fresh.
left in the bottle.
Can you find it still?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
'cause
one
there's some
fragrance
things
that I
you can't
thought
even
I
find.
smelled amazing in, but I was only then as I got older, I was like, this smells garbage. It was the Michael Jordan cologne. I don't know why.
One of them is actually really good.
It's the one. It's the
They aren't good quality though, but
No, I mean it's like the new Beyonce fragrance is garbage. Same one.
I would have never tried that. And
Me
okay.
neither.
I
Come on,
would
the
have
Beyonce
never,
fragrance?
I
Have you
would've
smelled
never
it?
Tried that.
We had someone on here with it. I met with Brittany. I met with her the other day. She said if she had to call a new name for it, it's called underwhelming.
Well, I
Yes,
mean,
it is.
yeah, I tend to stay away from. I believe you can get a good scent out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, like even if it's even soap, do an Irish Spring and a cocoa butter if you can't do nothing else.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can smell good and still make an impact.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be this big wait list of something that you get that you know.
Just because you don't have to
It doesn't-
spend $1,000 to
You
smell
don't.
good. Like
Right.
like I know somebody that I don't even want to say this, but she puts lemongrass in her hair and that's it.
Lemongrass, yeah.
And it smells so good.
Yeah.
Lemongrass is a clean fresh scent.
Yeah.
And it can. I don't believe you have to do I believe that when you're into expanding your reach a little bit, that's when you kind of get into the pricier points, you know. But I can do just as well with a rollerball mall.
but I don't-
Easy,
but I don't
easy
feel
work.
like you have to when you're looking for a fragrance. It's like if I'm looking for like I like black cherry or like a
Okay.
cherry smell. So there's a lot of different fragrances that have a cherry smell that I can go buy them and try them and see which one I like. Like this one from Banana Republic. I'm gonna bring it on one day. Has a cherry smell. It's a very good smell, but not everybody likes fruit. But I like the smell of it, and it works with vanilla base, and it's amazing to me.
You really on the vanilla. Yeah, so that you say
Yeah, it works for me. I'm saying, and I'll buy something randomly just to see if it fits. Or there's another one I have like a mango. Love mango.
that's one scent that yeah, the
You gotta
more
find-
fruity scents, I think it's something that so when you say you buy it randomly, that means you're online purchasing it or you don't go
No,
and-
so I'll go in like I went to Tyson Corner and I bought one. I don't even want to talk about the price. I bought it and I liked it. Only reason why I bought it is because of the memory of something I had.
what's the price? You want to talk about
No, I don't want to talk about the price.
I mean, because he was
Yeah, he just
blabbering
had
out
a
the price
something.
on the
No,
last
no,
fragrance.
because I had to buy. So when I buy something that's high price, I have to work a deal to get me something else to justify in my mind that it's okay for me to buy this.
I get it.
Yeah.
Buyer's remorse.
There we go. In the moment, yes. You know,
Right. So instead of buying one fragrance for $300, I'll buy another one and let them talk it down to $280. But then with the other $100 fragrance, I end up spending $380.
So you
no.
guys really negotiate the price of the fragrance when you get there?
I came out one day with I spent $300 and I got 5 different fragrances in one day, which is not bad. You get 5 different fragrances for $300. And the higher end ones, if I bought it for retail, it would have equaled like maybe 2 of those bottles. So it was like it was worth it for me to go through that process.
I need to learn how to do that. Because I think I pay attention to what happens and like when you said a certain scent, I know what I want, that's what I want, I go get that thing. And whatever it is just kind of what it is.
There are outlets that have certain prices. You can go there and then you can talk to them and they'll be like, you know what? Well, if you get this and you get instead of just getting one, get 2 bottles, I'm gonna knock the price off and do some different things. But then they also got like discounter websites that you can go where you could find, let's say, this is $600, and on the website it might be $300. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's about how much work and research you want to put into finding a fragrance
to find it.
And
And
then
the
it's kind of
CK1 is $41 at Walmart.
And that's another thing too, because I was looking, and there's a fragrance that I got for my dad and my son for Christmas. Just something that I stumbled on, and it was like at the Sephora account, Bentley Black.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. But then, as soon as I bought it at JCPenney, I went and looked, and it's like a $39.99 type of deal, you know? So I see what you're saying. You gotta shop around a little more.
Yeah, you gotta catch a sale. Yeah, you catch it with the sale.
Certain places are gonna hit you over the head, and they're gonna ask you to pay retail for something that isn't worth it.
Yeah.
There was one fragrance that I had wanted, and I haven't brought it on the show yet, but I had been looking for this and I couldn't find it online. It was discounted, and I remember I happened to find a store that was selling it, and the lady was like, "It's $180." I was like, "Get the hell out of here!" Ended up just sticking to my word. I was like, "I'm gonna just wait until it goes back on sale. I mean, back on this website." I ended up getting it for $15.
Really?
That lady would have got me for $180 if I didn't know any better.
A lot of people, they'll sell the Arabic fragrances like that.
Yeah.
I bought one and I was pissed because I went to Amazon and that shit was like $30.
That's what I'm saying, because they think you don't know any better.
But you always check. So those I always kind of check online if I'm going to, like, I was at a fragrance store. So
Yeah,
of
you
course
gotta-
I'm going to kind of do my work there.
Yeah.
But I thought that when you shop the major department stores, that there was some type of
Some of them
flexibility.
are. You have to. It's not flexibility with the made because they can't negotiate the price.
price.
You just have to find them like.
Go to Arundel Mills. They got a ton
Yeah,
of fragrance
that's a good.
stores.
That store right there. That one's a good one because they
It's a
gave me
ton
a
of
couple. They gave me 2 free ones. Like Volume one that I bought. It was the one that's a fragrance that's been around for like 20 years, and it's always a great one. They gave it to me the whole
I'm
the
curious
whole
as to your
case.
take on that.
Yeah, the whole case on that. It just was an amazing deal I got from them. Like there's or the problem with some fragrances I found, like there's a 1 million one I'm trying to get, and it's discontinued. So everybody pushed the price up for
That's
it.
right.
So
That
now
makes
I'm
sense.
trying to find it for the right price. I'm trying to find, but I have to wait for it to come. So I've ordered it. I got it down to $79.
Interesting.
The high price of it was like $300.
So at 79, that might be a go.
I wouldn't
Yeah, I
pay
bought-
300 for no 1 million, and I like 1 million. I wouldn't pay.
I'm not paying $300. I'll pay the $79 for that
Yeah,
particular one because that one's discontinued. I just want to smell it. If I don't like it, I'll give it away
Why don't you just get a sample?
because they don't even sell it no more.
Bet I could find it. Bet I could find it.
Yeah, and see, that's good to know because
Check
there's some
Amazon.
things.
No, Amazon. I trust
I don't
once I
trust
made the
Amazon.
mistake of buying that one Arabic fragrance for $150 when I could have got it for $30. Oh no, I'm doing the back and math for it. And if I know I don't feel like I'm gonna wear it, I'm not gonna buy the bigger one. I'm gonna buy the little tester or like the little travel size one that I know I'm gonna let it last for a while because I'm not spraying it every day.
Yeah, and these are some of the things I think when you start getting into the certain price point, you do need some other things in it to kind of fill and rotate. You know, because there's some things this bottle has probably been, and I think this goes for like maybe Amazon had it for like 79. Some Macy's and Nordstrom's can have it for like 162, somewhere in there. But at that point, you know, you get what you like, and you kind of look around for other things, but this is definitely not something, because I feel like that was a stretch for me at that price point, something that I would use every day, to the degree of having to replace it so frequently. So I have other things to supplement, you know, but it's helpful to know the ins and outs of it because most people just, if you're like me, you know, just starting out, I'm going to Macy's, I'm going to smell the tester, I'm going to see what I like, and then I'm done because authenticity is kind of like, get it from Amazon, it's going to be the real stuff.
And that's why I don't really trust them because you don't know like who the third, because a lot of times it's a third party vendor or
And
whatever.
they rebottle, you know, people are doing some crafty things nowadays with packaging items because so many people do shipping and stuff themselves. So you can even recork a wine glass. Why wouldn't you be able
I'm
to?
gonna tell you a funny story. My neighbor, we were talking about Creed fragrances, and I was like, Costco got them on sale for like these are like $550 bottles I was like, Costco got them on sale for $220. He's like, boy, Costco don't sell fragrances. Shout out to Dane, by the way. He was like, Costco don't sell Creed fragrances. You can only get Creed fragrances from an authentic Creed retailer. And I said, you don't trust Costco? He was like, no. He said, no. So he goes on the phone. He calls like the Creed headquarters. And he's like, he sat in my garage and was like, hey, do y'all sell Creed fragrances through Costco? Because he's like, I only know to go to New York and get it. They was like, we do not sell through Costco. And I said, that's what they want you to believe, because they want you to pay the $550 instead of the $220. And he was like, listen, do what you want with that information.
That don't make sense, because I feel like the companies, they're gonna have an overstock at any point, and they're going to find people that buy it, boom, and they can sell discount and they get their profit. Everybody works that way. With Nike, they have outlets for a reason.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's true, but there's some things that I would expect to smell the same. If you can get it to that point, then fine and great. I'll take the cheaper alternative. But don't have me thinking I have Creed and I have Bleed.
You got Crud.
I feel like there's a bottom line market for a bottom line profit. They must say, look, no matter what, I want to make $100 a bottle. So if you sell it for $200, I'm still getting that $100 profit off of it. So if we can upcharge it to people that's gonna pay the upcharge just because they feel like me paying upcharge,
it makes it more authentic.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the only reason why. Because let's just say Jordans, right? You can buy Jordans I could buy Jordan from the person that makes them and a direct sale from them, or buy the tax price and everything, the upcharge here. I'm getting the same shoe. I'm just paying it different because I feel like it's authenticated when it's the same product.
It makes sense.
It's the same thing. I'm not saying buy bootleg all the time, but bootleg is also the same thing if you're buying from the same factory.
That's true.
They're just moving. Yeah, that's all they're doing is moving in a different chain of custody is just different.
Yeah, but I just don't want the quality to
dissipate. Yeah. We don't want that.
So the example is the one you were talking about, Judy, I Got a Gun.
Yeah.
Now that bottle originally is $300.
Really? And it's worth every that is amazing.
But Sephora selling it $400.
It is amazing. And I don't have to have a big display bottle.
And the bottle's not that big. It's about that big in that whole little diamond case.
It's my last statement before we close out. So like when you go into a store, like let's say you're going to Bloomingdale's or one of the high-end stores, right? And you can smell a fragrance. When you walk in, do you smell the fragrance, walk out and come back in if you really like it and buy it? Or do you just walk out and let it linger and come back another day and buy it if you really like it or not?
First of all, let's start with the Bloomingdale's part.
Okay. I didn't say anything, I didn't.
Yeah, and so I think in order for me to short, sweet, to the point, if I'm in a department store, I'm there because I know exactly what.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I'll try to navigate through whatever spaces to fulfill whatever shopping, retail therapy I need to do. But in order for me to step into a Nordstrom's, in order for me to step into some of the higher end stores,
Saks or something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
They're the only one. No, I mean, but even still, I'm a thrift store person.
Hey.
So you're talking to somebody. So for me, the only time I go into a store like that is if I that's the only store, or that's the store that Mischa said has this. I smelled it on Mischa. I like it. I'm going to go get it. Kareem said that. I'm going the other way.
I agree with you, right? Like there'll be times where it'll be a fragrance that I like or something, or I hear it and I'm saying, I'm gonna go to the store with the intent to buy it. Sometimes I could go online and get it maybe $20, $30 cheaper, and I gotta wait for them to process it, and I might not get it for a week, and it's at times that I want it. Like Bleu de Chanel, wanted that fragrance. I was like, I'm determined, because I heard so many people talk about it at the time. I was like, they said it was good. I want to go get my nose on it. I don't want to just blind buy it. Ended up going to the store, smelled it right then and there. And I was like, I could wait until I get home to buy it. I was like, no, I'm going to buy it right now. Because I literally went with the intent to smell it. And if I liked it, I was going to leave. It didn't matter.
Made up.
Yeah, it didn't matter if I was paying 20, 30, 40 more than what I could get it on sale or whatever. Well, this was fun. We kept it under 3 hours. And I'm joking. I'm joking. You got any final words? Okay.
I'm good. Thank y'all for coming out, and I appreciate y'all and look forward to seeing y'all again.
Was this everything you thought? 'Cause you
It
kind of was hoping they was going to embarrass me, and they did a good job today.
Nah, it was everything I thought it was to be, and it was good chemistry, and it was a good conversation. So I appreciate y'all.
Stop flirting with my cousins, man. You got anything you want to say, Leah? Oh, I'm not listening there. Is there anything else you want to say?
I think this is a great forum for people to kind of get to the table and explore other things, especially depending on what direction they're going in life. You don't always have to, buy everything you see, but sometimes hearing others' experience of things kind of helps. Yeah, so this was nice. Without you, would have been better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Quick question. Y'all been on here before.
I mean, when I said you got anything to say, he could have said this thing.
Why didn't? No, you're right. You're right. It did.
It's the juices that's.
It was. It was saying, so the changes and stuff that are going on. Like what are the things you like most about the transition from probably when you first were on the podcast before to now?
I never been on the podcast.
Okay, well,
This was our first time.
you.
I missed the other mics.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in the studio, like I was on the radio or something.
Oh, you was about to drop some dope
Yeah,
albums.
yeah, about 16 bars.
Okay, that's cool.
No, I like everything. I like the changes and the upgrades, and I've been in this room a bunch of times, and it has changed a lot.
I
since
agree.
the
Over
first
the
one.
years,
So,
it has.
yeah.
It has changed because this was a Monopoly room at one point, I believe.
I'm sitting where the bar was. Like I missed the bar. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yes, yeah, because the bar was a great thing because I used to be able to hide liquor.
And now you can't.
And now I can't.
okay,
And
here we
now
go.
I can't
Here we go.
because
Here
He
we
just
go.
brings it to my house.
final words.
Here we
No,
go.
but I like it though.
My birthday came and my mom bought me a bottle. As people know, I haven't been drinking for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna just hold this bottle and I'm gonna open it at the right time. So we playing cards one day, and Nigel is, and I said, hold on. I said, Nigel, what bottle did you reach for? He was like, this good ass whiskey you got back here.